Check this out. I put a curse on myself. Whenever I stop moving, I get super old. Watch. Look, I'm old now. It is Friday, April 19th, 2024, 6:24 p.m. Almost 6:45. No, almost 6:30. Um I mean, it's, life's going good right now, I think. Um there's like I think one, two, I think yeah, two more like weeks of kind of classes left. Um till finals week, I think. Actually, let me check that. Yeah, May 5th is when classes end. So there's like two more weeks of classes. Um wow, yeah. This is it's real. The semester's almost over. I'm almost halfway done college, which is kind of honestly a really scary thought. Um but I'm excited for what the next year has to offer because only just now I feel like I'm kind of starting to be a little more social, a little more out there right now, which is great because I mean, I just feel happier. I think deep down, I feel a little happier because I like have more people to talk to. Um, so that's like a great thing for me. But I really should have been doing this stuff at back in September, August instead of April and May. Um, which I was talking to one of my friends today. I went for a walk with him after we got some lunch, and he was like, I brought these same points up to him, and he's like, it's all a learning experience, and yeah, I think that's probably the truest statement I've heard in a while. This is all a learning experience. It's my first time being in college, and it's everyone else's too. I mean, unless you've dropped out or you're a transfer student. And technically, it's not my first because it's my sophomore year. But you get the point was there. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm not great with words. I mean, just the other day, I was talking to a friend and I was trying to come up with like an analogy, and I have no idea what I was trying to say, but I coined the phrase trying to find the needle in the haystack during the hay eating competition. And I have no idea what I was trying to say, but that is hilarious. And they ended up they like wrote that down because they thought it was so funny. Um, yeah, I mean, going good. I have more people to talk to. There's this girl that I'm trying to talk to right now, and I think we have a good budding friendship. I've kind of heard around that she's like not into the idea of dating right now, which I just met her, so like I'd rather be her friend first anyway. But that's almost something to unpack. Why have I already thought about dating? I don't know. Sounds like something I should bring up to my therapist. Oh, I've been in therapy for a while now, and I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of it. Although that brings me to another thing that's kind of making me happy. My internship, like I passed a drug test. I think I never got official confirmation, but I just got my like welcome to the company email today. So I think that's confirmation enough that I passed. Which truthfully, I should have never worried about it at all because they weren't like I didn't have anything that would flag it as having drugs in my system. But I was still I was talking to my therapist about this, and I was telling him deep down I just can't accept that it isn't something I should worry about. Like I can't let myself not worry about something. Um and in my understanding of therapy, a therapist would hear that and be like, "Well, maybe, it's this thing." But my therapist, he was like, "Well, yeah, I understand that. Why do you think that is?" I don't know why I think that is. I'm asking you as a therapist to tell me why that is. Is that not how therapy? That's how I thought therapy worked, but it's not. And so it's taken me a little bit to understand that. Um, which kind of makes me question how effective it is because I feel like I'm just making educated guess after educated guess about myself. And that's kind of why I was there in the first place, is that I don't know I don't even know what I'm thinking or feeling anymore. Um, so it's almost like not helping at all, but maybe it is because I just started, and I feel like it probably takes a couple, like probably like 5 sessions to really get progress, I think. Or that could be completely wrong, and I'm just in therapy for the wrong reasons or in the wrong kind of therapy, which honestly could also be true. But anyway, the girl, I mean, things are going good. It was her birthday today, and I texted her happy birthday, and she's going out partying to the bars because it's her 21st, and I'm not 21 yet. So I just met her, so it'd be weird to try and join her birthday bar crawl anyway. But like, I was on a walk with my friend, and the thing about me is my hair is very light and airy, so like the littlest blast of wind will send it like flying, and it doesn't look that good when I'm outside because of the wind. And I was joking with my friend. I was like, I hate being outside on windy days like this because what if my hair is looking funky in the wind and the hose walk by? And like not even 5 minutes later, the girl who I was talking about just a second ago, she drove by in a car and she yelled like, "Hi, your name?" Have I said I feel like I shouldn't share my name. So she went like, "Hi, your name?" And I was like I waited for her to be like far away, and I just yelled like, "The hose are outside." So I mean that was funny because, yeah. And then she texted me like, "That was me, by the way, who drove by," and I was like, "Yeah, that figures." I figured that much. But yeah, I mean the internship is really good. I'm going to be doing graphic design for this company, and it's in Georgia. And I'm gonna live in Georgia. I'm being provided with housing at a nearby university, from the internship. And I guess I'm just a little scared about being lonely there because I'm kind of more of a left-wing guy, or I'm more liberal, more of a liberal. I mean, I'm not super political, but I'm scared that I won't find a lot of like-minded people who I'd really want to be friends with in Georgia because, you know, uh, it's the South, which is kind of reductive, honestly, to think of the South like that. But with everything I've been hearing in the news about like what's going on in the South, I feel like that's at least a little justified. Um, but there's other interns who are going to be my age, so as long as they're people my age, like I'm not going to bring up politics. But if someone brings up politics to me, I feel like that's fair to judge them on that at that point. But there's gonna be other interns there, and I think there's gonna be at least a couple other interns living in the dorm building like I am, hopefully. Um, so I don't know. I mean, I've never had a look into the professional life of something like an internship, so that's gonna be very exciting for me. Uh, so yeah, and I think I'm gonna dedicate some of my free time. That's actually what I'm gonna do. Uh, I saw this TikTok about summer checklist. So let's make a summer checklist. I have my notebook here. I took notes on what I wanted to talk about. And I'm almost through them. Oh, yeah. Anyway, but like on earlier, because I'm going through my notes here, I'm kind of unsure about the social strategy for next year of college because I'm going to be living off campus. I never hung out with a lot of people now, but like living off campus, like a 6 minute drive, I feel like it's gonna isolate me more than I already isolate myself, which is a lot. But I'm just gonna try and remain optimistic because at least my roommate is a guy who I'm actually cool and friends with, instead of my roommate now, who's just a dude I put up with. And if you're watching this, my roommate, first of all, how did you find this? Second of all, I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I'm trying to stay hopeful. I'm trying to stay optimistic about this coming summer, this internship, and this coming school year. Because you know what they say, third time's the charm. And I feel like I've learned some pretty good lessons from my freshman year, and I've learned some pretty good lessons from my sophomore year. So I'm really hoping I can make my junior year the year. I mean, hopefully senior year is the best. But if anything, if I learned anything from high school, it's that senior year can fucking suck sometimes. But summer checklist. Let's think. Let's think this out here. And I'm gonna write it, and I'll think. Hold on. All right. Welcome back. I made just a little summer 2024 goals and a kind of a checklist. So I'll go by point by point here. I feel like I should at least try and do all of these. I mean, some of these are kind of more. I don't know. I'm just gonna read them. So the first one is read 5 books, ask 5 different people to hang out, have do nothing hours, which is a term I've coined, where I just want to set aside like an hour, probably every other day, every other couple of days, to just do nothing, just sit there, do nothing, just think, reflect, decompress. I think. Lose 5 pounds, which should be, I think, not that hard because I've actually been losing a little bit of weight recently. I don't know if it's shown, but I keep track of my weight every now and then. So I'm just gonna put on the screen what my weight today was, or my most recent weight was. And then I'm going to look through my records, and I'm going to find a video on my channel from when I weighed more, and I'll put my face from that video right here. And you can compare that. I didn't look right. Okay, whatever. Make a graphic design passion project. Straightforward, keep my skills intact. I know my internship is for graphic design, but do something for me instead of just for the job. Other one is bake cookies. I think that'd be fun. One is study Arabic, because Arabic is like the one language I want to learn in my life. And I don't think I'm not working full time at this internship. I think it's part time. So I think I'll have a lot of free time, and I think studying Arabic would be a fun way to spend it. Also study German. Because I took German in high school, and I've spoken to a lot of Germans recently, and they say I have a pretty good accent when I speak German. So, why not invest a little more time into that, Because I don't know. I can just, I'll speak some now. And if you're German and watching this, let me know how I did. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Ich habe in der Schule ein bisschen Deutsch gelernt. Aber mein Wortschatz ist sehr klein. Und meine Aussprache ist nicht so gut. Ich versuche wie ein Berliner zu sprechen, aber ich denke, ich spreche wie ein Amerikaner. So if you're German, let me know how I did. And I have just 2 general reminders here for myself. One is don't spend all your free time in the dorm. 2 is have a bedtime of 11 p.m. I think those are 2 things that kind of contributed me to having not as great a school year. So I think if I can apply those to the summer, they'll make my summer only better. Because, I think my biggest obstacle this year was the fact that I just kept isolating myself because I just was too afraid of asking people to hang out, I guess. Because in my mind, like, if they wanted to hang out with me, they'd invite me to hang out. And so I would just wait to get invited, and I didn't really get invited to anything. So maybe I need to start inviting others to hang out with me. Make them feel wanted, and then maybe they'll want me around too. I don't know. once again, I'm hopeful, I'm optimistic, but let me go back in my notes. I wrote down what I felt. I wrote down my thoughts about um, hope and optimism. Let me see. I don't know. Hope, to me, just the sensation of hope, it has this like undertone of imminent dread. I, does anyone else feel like that? Is that weird to think? I don't know. I feel like this video is getting kind of long at this point, so I think I'm gonna end it here. Uh, Jesus Christ! Oh my God, that did not sound fun, and now my stomach hurts. That was weird. Anyway, I think I'm gonna cut it here. I think I'm gonna try and do weekly videos now. I think I will upload videos every Friday at 8 p.m. I feel like that's achievable, and I feel like if I don't know, yeah, like a weekly debrief like this was. So I guess I'll see you next Friday. Bye, everybody.